welcome to your local news. My name is Fiona Juice, and here are your headlines. Former teacher of a comprehensive school in Kent has been identified. Witness reports tell us that he is indeed one of the best loved teachers ever. More will be revealed shortly. Global news, crisis at home. Vivian Bell, retired nurse from Medway, has finally admitted she can't cook Yorkshire puddings. Daughters mortified and plan to go into hiding. And now back to the headlines. It has recently come to light that various men and women from the South East region have been taking part in a top-secret mission. Today will be the unveiling of this highly classified investigation. Identified as Bravo Echo Lima, or Code Bell for short, this extraordinary story was created 8 months ago by leading investigative journalist Louise Reedy, former Bell.
I'm Louise Reedy, formerly Bell, Chief Investigator.
Responsible for this incredible challenge, Reedy Bell began her inquiry on a well-known social networking site in an attempt to recover leads from past pupils of Thamesview Secondary School, Gravesend.
So it all started, I was inquiring on a well-known social website. I think all of you have heard of it, it's Facebook. And I wanted to recover all of the pupils that Mr. Bell worked with over the years. It was about 30, 40, 50 years he worked there. And I wanted to know all the different memories that the pupils had with Mr. Bell at Thamesview School in Gravesend.
After hearing the pupil did in fact attend the school. Further investigations were led by Chief Investigator Louise Reedy Bell, and assisted by Detective Investigator Rebecca Bell, also a Bell.
I'm Louise Reedy, formerly Bell, Chief Investigator. And Detective Inspector Assistant. And Detective Assistant Detective Director. And Assistant Detective Investigator.
Your name?
I'm Louise Reedy, formerly Bell, Chief Investigator. Assistant Detective Investigator Rebecca Bell, still a Bell. Thank you.
Evidence has shown that Mr. R.J. Bell, a former teacher of geography, French, careers, and allegedly sex education, taught at Thamesview School for nearly 30 years, and since retiring to his shed, any links to this matter have gone under the radar. Until now. Information was quickly gathered in a short period of time, 72 hours to be precise, in which an overwhelming 134 leads were found. Let's head over to the summer house in Medway with our local news reporter, Amanda Bell.
Yes, I can hear you. Oh, we're live. Hello, and welcome to the Medway Summer House, where I'm here currently interviewing Chief Investigator Louise Reedy, formerly Bell. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me.
That's fine.
Just a few questions, if you don't mind. Now, I heard that you were the person that opened this investigation.
Yes, I
And
was.
I smelled
Yes,
it,
indeed.
I smelled it. I nearly took me.
This is my assistant, Eva Reedy. Now, how long did this investigation take place?
Well, we started back in sometime
January.
May. And from start to finish, it took about 2 days, but it's still carrying on.
An ongoing investigation.
But the bulk of it came in 2 days. That was it, 2 days.
Unbelievable. How many leads did you acquire in 48 hours, 2 days?
134 in 2 days.
Wow.
It was just so overwhelming. The response.
And what sort of people we're talking about here? I mean, former pupils, you say.
Yes.
What subject did Mr. Bell teach?
Well, his main subject was geography.
Geography.
He also dabbled in a bit of French.
Dabbled in French.
He didn't actually know what he was talking about. Sex education.
Oh, I'm sorry, this is a family show.
Sorry.
Which is how they are today.
Oh, some were. Oh, well, we're ranging from. Oh, God. I don't know. 30 something to
94.
60 something.
Wow, Mr. Bell must be well old. And the other thing, so we've found out, now you did all this on a social networking site, which of course we can't name, there are plenty of social networking sites available. What has, now this is obviously going to be a big surprise for Mr. Bell. Have you thought that he might end up having a heart attack?
Well, I hope not.
Okay.
I didn't want this to, end in a bad way.
How would you like it to end?
But he knows that how much people appreciate him, and that he was one of a kind, and still is. That he was one of a kind, and still is.
This is very nice. Now, will you stay with me for the kitchen?
Oh,
We're making some
yeah.
pancakes
Oh, I hate
afterwards.
pancakes.
Well, top. So thanks ever so much, Louise Reedy, formerly Bell, Chief Investigator, who started this wonderful investigation, and we'll leave it there. Let's take a break. Over to the adverts. See you afterwards.
Lovely, lovely cut.
Yes, so I said, well, she never liked cooking Yorkshire puddings in the first place. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Amanda Bell, reporting from the Summer House in Medway with Chief Leading Investigator Louise Reedy, formerly Bell. Now, back to the studio.
More have come forward since the initial investigation was opened. Factual-based evidence has now shown that Mr. Bell was in fact remembered by his former pupils, and that he is today known as the most respected and loved teacher of all time. In each individual case, a statement has been issued, and today, live on Bell's News, we can finally announce the identification of each member and release the statements of former pupils of Mr. Bell being responsible for being former pupils of Mr. Bell.